Just 3 p.m. until Christmas.
Christian Hacking here with CBR UK, finding out how much the delegates outside the Conservative conference in Birmingham know about UK abortion. Do you know how many abortions have taken place under Conservative rule since 2010?
90,000?
I should think it's in tens of thousands.
10,000? 20,000? More?
5k.
5k.
I'm saying about 3k.
3k.
God knows.
1k.
What if I was to tell you it's 2.4 million?
I wouldn't be surprised.
What? I should have stuck with a couple 100,000. That's mad. That is crazy.
Yeah.
But can you tell me how many there were when Labour was in power? Is this a political issue?
The figure's actually increased by 10% since the Conservatives have been involved. Do you know how many unborn babies were aborted because they had Down syndrome last year?
No, I do not. No, I don't.
No.
I don't, but I have huge sympathy for people making these dreadful choices.
The correct figure is 859.
Wow. Very sad. Very sad. Yeah.
That is not a nice statistic. Having said that, it's a choice and it's a legal choice.
I know people with Down syndrome children who are very loving families, and that's my experience of that. So I didn't realise that there were necessarily that many abortions.
So it's actually increased by 78% whilst the Conservatives have been in government.
Is that related?
Well, it certainly shows that someone's not paying attention, especially if we're trying to protect disabled people. But yeah, I'm not making a direct correlation right now. What is a direct correlation is the Conservatives introduced DIY home abortion. Did you know that?
Did not know that. Yes, I did. Yeah.
So allowing women to have abortion at home without any face-to-face clinic or ultrasound scan, medically up to 10 weeks gestation. The first pill kills the baby, the second pill ejects it, and then they're asked to flush it down the toilet or put it into domestic waste. What do you think about that?
I honestly can't. I don't know. It is a very obviously these are personal decisions.
It's a tough one, isn't it? I do see both sides of the argument, to be fair, but I feel like as I'm not a woman, I don't have as much kind of experience and understanding the kind of trauma or what sort of, I don't know, I don't feel very equipped to kind of comment on that, if you know what I mean.
I have to say I do respect that, the ability of individuals and couples to make their personal decisions. I do think it's a decision for both of them.
Do you think it's better done in a clinic or in people's homes?
I would say much better in a clinic.
Yeah, but how are you doing?
How are you flushing a baby down a toilet?
Yeah.
Like it's nothing.
Like feet.
Yeah.
Like, basically treat it like your own poop.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's messed up.
Do you know how many women have been hospitalised due to that measure since it was introduced?
No, I do not.
Do you want to take a guess?
No.
17,000.
Wow. In what way? What sense?
So they've required hospital treatment, either due to incomplete abortion, infection, or hemorrhage, needing blood transfusions as a result of that procedure.
Wow, that's awful.
Well, final question would be cleft lip and palate abortions. Okay, so 40 babies were killed last year just because they had cleft lip and palate, condition that can be rectified with surgery. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's not great. That's not great.
I know lots of people who've been born with cleft lips and palates. It's entirely operable and can be corrected, and I'm shocked.
What about the 40 babies that were killed last year just because they had cleft lip and palate?
I understand what you're trying to get me to say, but I'm not going to say it. I cannot condemn other people for decisions that they make when I haven't been in that situation.
Again, this is a choice of the parents. The law gives the parents the choice, and the parents take the choice. You may not like it, and it's not very nice, and possibly in generations to come, centuries to come, they may look back at this and say, "Oh, it wasn't that awful," but hey, that's the world we live in.
Would you hold the same view on, say, other issues like child abuse? Would you say I can't condemn somebody who harms their child because I'm not in that situation? Or
I just don't accept the premise of that question.
why not?
Because that child is there.
But what is it before?
Well, that's for individuals to determine, and I don't want to judge them on their decision. I'm not in their particular situation.
Can I show you what a baby looks like once it's been?
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see
Can I ask why not?
I just feel like that'll be graphic. I don't particularly want to see that.
This is what a baby looks like at 10 weeks after fertilization. That's what they look like when they are aborted. Yeah, that's 10 weeks in the womb, 6 centimeters long from head to rump.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, that's one of the most difficult things is deciding what the time frame is, what the duration of, how, because I don't believe that you should have full-term abortions or anything like that, but there's got to be some kind of limit, and it's just whether we go with conscience, morals, or science, and science obviously determines certain bits of when a heart beat and when a life becomes a life.
When does the heart beat? Do you know?
I'm afraid I'm not entirely sure.
3 weeks and 1 day.
3 weeks and 1 day. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's one of the most difficult topics, isn't it?
Do you not think it would allow you to understand what's actually happening?
I saw it earlier on the way in. There was these massive posters of it by
did
the
you?
entrance, and don't want to see that again.